Well, greetings, Cardinals. This is Miss Williams, and I thought I'd give you an example of how I make my sketch notes. So here's my tragical history of Romeus and Juliet with my vocab down one side and my quotable quotes on the other. We're zoomed in at the top of page 409 in our Study Sync book, #sketchnotes. And I thought I would go through a section and then show you side by side on a new piece of paper how I produce my sketch notes. So just starting at the top of the page, I'm looking for weird words and quotable quotes. Ah, my dear Romeus, keep in these words, quoed she. All right, that's a weird word, so I go over to my paper. I'm going to leave this space open at the top. I'm going to put my title there later. Quad. There I go. All right. For lo. Ugh, more words I don't know. The thought of such mischance already maketh, remember we know these, that's like an S, already maketh me for pity and for dread well nigh to yield up breath. Oh my gosh. Okay. Lots of words. Mischance. Pity. We know dread from before. That means we're scared. Well nigh. We know that one from before. That means close up. To yield up breath. So then I put all those words on my paper here. I've got quad, low, mischance, pity, yield. Oops, let's spell it right. That's why pencils have erasers. I-E-L-D. So there's some of my words so far. Let's read a little more, get a few more words. In even balance, Pised are my life and ick my death. Remember, we know this word from before. That means to make or to do something. So I have to add this weird French-looking word. For so my heart is knit, yea, made oneself with yours. Ooh, that's a nice quotable quote. That sounds pretty, and I like it. Put it in a box. And then I write my quotable quotes on this side, quotation marks. For so my heart is knit, yea, made oneself with yours. End quote, parentheses. Author. Oops, this isn't the Shakespeare yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is still the Brooke poem. That's why pencils have erasers. Page number. Line number. And parentheses, period. Parentheses, author, page number, line number, and parentheses, period. So now I have a few words written down for my sketch notes. And I have my first of my quotable quotes. So now, what do I do? How do I look up my sketch notes? Well, I get out this little device. And I go, oh, that's a picture of my husband on my desktop. Say, hi, Brian. That's Brian Williams. Okay, Google, what does yield mean?
Yield, produce or provide a natural, agricultural, or industrial product.
So yield, to produce or provide, such as an agricultural product. The second one says give way to arguments, demands, or pressure. So to yield either means to grow something or to give in to something. So what I'm going to draw for yield is I'm going to draw a person who's smiling And they're going to be saying, okay, that sounds fine. So there's yield. I'm done with my sketch note for yield. Let's look up another word. What does mischance mean?
Mischance, bad luck.
So, mischance means bad luck. Frowny face. And then what I'm going to draw, like a horseshoe's supposed to be lucky. So I'm going to draw a horseshoe. And then I'm going to cross it out. I'm going to draw lots of frowny faces because mischance means bad luck. And then I can also draw maybe like a 4-leaf clover. And I can cross it out because it's bad luck. So that's all I do is just look up what each of my words means and draw a little picture. What about my quotable quote? What do I do for my quotable quote? Well, once I've looked up my words, I just draw some symbols for my quotable quote. So my heart is knitting like knitting needles, like making a little sweater. So pretend those look like knitting needles, and that's like yarn going to a ball of yarn. And here's a sweater being knit, right? An ugly Christmas sweater with maybe a fun pattern on it. So there's a sweater. For so my heart is knit, yea, made one self with yours. So I'm going to go back to our standard theme. We've got Romeus. We've got Juliet together in one heart. Maybe we'll draw some like energy layers around that. Maybe make it look like that heart's beating a little bit. So that's how we model our process for sketch notes. I underline, I write my words down, I look up my words by talking to my telephone because that's easy and quick. I write my quote down with a proper citation, and then I draw some symbols to help me understand my quote. Thanks, guys. Remember to dream big, work hard, give back. Cards care.